I'm going to turn this fan off. It's making noise. There, it's a little quieter. My out in the middle of nowhere, and unless something falls out of the sky, there's not much noise besides Jack munching on his dog food. I've been in YouTube jail for telling the truth, for talking about the truth. It's funny how they push their lie, and if you don't back up a lie, I'm not going to say what the lie is about or anything, because that's what I got, so I'm just saying, but their tactics, their propaganda, and we're going to penalize you if you don't do what you're told, little boy. They're trying to play mommy and daddy. YouTube, maybe you should be Karen Tube, Meanwhile, let me get my link up here. So yeah, I wanted to come on. I thought it was yesterday that I was would be paroled from YouTube jail, but no, it was today. And then they say, okay, 7 days. Well, let's add a couple hours on for them just to push them a little harder, just to get them a little more on edge. We like our YouTube channel creators to be irritated as much as possible, because we're, I don't know. That's Nazi SS. We're going to silence you. You talked about something that we don't want people talking about. We don't want people knowing the truth. And so we're going to silence you. That's what it's all about. And I haven't talked anything about the subject yet. Just the propaganda, the communist Marxism, control freak, Karen mentality, that we have to control you. Because if we don't control you, then we don't win. Yeah. What is with people, the control freaks? When it comes down, even your neighbors want to control you. He put a flag up that I don't like. You know what? Tough shit. Tough shit. That's his property. He does what he wants on his property. You put up whatever flag you want. You want to put up your rainbow flag, go ahead. Go ahead. That's I'm not going to put one up. You're not going to tell me to put one up. You control yourself. I control myself, I'm Chelsea. I guess still got to get in the chat. No, I'm not going to upgrade now. Oh, get this advertisement off of there. Paste. Is anybody watching? I'm supposed to be streaming, but I didn't see nothing in chat yet here, except for my thing. And too bad I can't pin it. I gotta go to my YouTube and start that up. It'll probably say, yep. And go on and mute and pin that. Pin message. There we go. So we got that on the big screen. A 27-inch screen right here, just like huge. and I've been working on my other book. I just did this cover, and I screwed up. See the edge. the thing's curved around on the front here. That black should be. So I have to make another cover for it. But this is the, it's over 100 pages. It's about 100 pages of my art. And this is regular. It's not a lay flat. It's a regular book. So, I've got this isn't glued. This will be glued. That'll be glued in. That's the inside. Can you see the elephant? The elephant here and the guy sitting on the other side? Yeah, this is the elephant here. And there's a couple people down here. And then the back. What do I have in the back? That one. I just use some full page borderless print pictures to put in the front and the back from my folder. But these are mainly for like my salesman brochure. I bring my go to the art gallery and I want to get my art in there, and instead of bringing a stack of prints, here's my book. This one's called I call them this one Time Capsule because that's what it is. That ancient art is like a time capsule, and it's just perfect. Almost. I just got to get this cover done straight and correct. Yeah, that's really sucked. I thought I glued it on. When you're gluing the cardboard on the back, that's what I messed up. Yeah, if I got it straight, I would have. The other ones are based on, either side of that, a 1/4 inch either side, and really I didn't care if the black went around the corner a little bit. It was the print that I didn't want going around the corner. But yeah, time capsule. Neat book. Backside. See, there's stuff on there. Hey, Neo is here. The X-Men. When I was at Domino's yesterday. I ordered my pizza at 6:11, and it's at 6:30. It said that it would be ready at 6:39 to 6:48. I didn't get my pizza till 7, over an hour, and it's like Domino's. That should have been a free pizza. That should have been a free pizza. You had to wait, and I'm like, normally I order the pizza when I'm leaving on the phone with the app. Order the pizza before I leave Walmart, and when I get there, Domino's, might have to park 2 minutes and it's ready, and then just drive through the drive-through to get it. But this time, I'm like, what the hell? Why is it not even baking yet? I think they got a new crew in at that Domino's. So, Whoopi's in the room. Yeah, I don't see Whoopi. Yeah, that's my new book. I can go. I don't have, since I don't have it glued in. This might slip out. That sucks. I got the whole cover already, and I got this strip misplaced that threw everything else out of alignment. And so the next step would have been cover this with glue and this with glue, stick this in there, line everything up, put it in the press, and let it dry overnight. And my book would have been done. It would have been a nice book, except I screwed up this one edge. So I'm going to do it over again. I keep my failure ones because it's nice print still. It's neat. Can be cropped and cut out and turned into something else. One thing I thought my art would be really neat on is, and Eric Sloan did this. He did his art on lampshades. And he painted covered bridges. And before I even got the chase, I was doing covered bridge. I have a covered bridge group or page on Facebook, Oregon's Historic Covered Bridges. And there's thousands of people follow that page, but I haven't been out there to get new pictures of the bridges. I got about half of the bridges in it. If somebody in Oregon wants to add to that, go get the other bridges that I haven't gotten yet. I have a map of where all the bridges are and which ones I've done. How much for the book, Mister? Like I said, it's taken me a couple of weeks so far to make this book. Okay, if say 100 people want a copy of the book, it'd take 100 weeks for me to put it together. The idea of the book is I take it to a gallery, try to get my art in a gallery, or I take it to a publisher and try and get a publisher to publish it and print it. That's the only way I'm going to be able to sell copies of my book, is a publisher needs to open up and publish it. I don't have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 laying around to, publish a book, but I had time to put together. Here's a great sample. That's one of the first pages. Yeah, see, and they have the what happened in there? The glue made the ink kind of see. So the publisher won't have these little technicality issues that I have. Yeah, see, the glue came up in between. I didn't expect it to go that far up the pages. I glued it when they were loose, and then I clamped them down, and I guess some of the glue spread inside, but most of them in the middle of the book are, boom, 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 boom. That's what's on the cover. So, is that one page? Yep, one page. This guy's cool. That's obvious. There's a face there. The people, pareidolia. No, it's ancient archaeology. Pareidolia helps you see what's been eroded for 20,000 years, whatever. But the art is actually there in the landscape. It was put there by ancient people that inhabited North America thousands of years ago. This big head. I mean, the people in here. There are stories being told in here. That's why I call it time capsule. This stuff was put in the rock years ago. But anyhow, so I was at Domino's, and there was a whole bunch of people there waiting for their pizza that wasn't ready when they thought it would be. And but I showed the guys my art, and they looked at me and they said, "You're extremely talented." Thank you. You won't miss who? How much for that one? Read the book. A picture tells 1,000 stories. There's a lot of reading. Like that's 100,000 words. Yeah. Yeah, this. I'm not the best bookmaker. I can see this is having problems here. Kind of coming apart right here. Right there. There's a good place to inject some more glue in there before I press it. I think what I got to find this type of paper in double-sided 11 by 17s, and then I can do the stitched, normal stitched book binding. This is just glued on the edge binding. I guess I could put, before I glue it together, I got a stapler that I could put a couple staples that would reinforce the glue edge so it doesn't come apart like that. And my last live stream was deleted. That's why I was in YouTube jail, and it was over political bullshit. It was, I wasn't following the party line. It's like, oh my God, this is communist Russia, China coming to America. Coming to America. We bring communism to America. Yes, you cannot speak. We put you in gulag. Okay, they're going to put you on a 1-week suspension. Eventually, you'll say something on YouTube, and they'll say, don't go anywhere. The executioner is on his way to pick you up to terminate your life because you said something that we don't like. That you give them an inch, they take a freaking mile. The people that impose this, and that's called tyranny. That's tyranny, plain tyranny. I don't care. I don't care for tyrants. People that think they run your life. Your neighbor doesn't run your life. You run your life. Right here, I can yell and scream whatever I want. My neighbors can't hear me because they're so far away. If you want to live in a city with your neighbor right on the other side of your bedroom wall, go for it. I prefer to be far from people are such most people, like my neighbor, he's always, what's that guy doing? I see him digging holes all day long. Maybe he's planting flowers, Don't worry about what your neighbor's doing. Unless you see an atomic waste truck pulling up, or something serious, or you see him working on an atomic bomb or something, maybe, if he said, hey man, can you get me a trigger for my atomic bomb? Hey Luli. Hi Melinda. Yeah, it's Gorilla Glue. Yeah. Oh no, this one's Maui Wowie. I'm doing the Maui Wowie. Maui Wowie. This is my it's a sacred geometry energy coin. This is sacred geometry, and that's the toroidal field. And it's a it put the words on here. It should have said I instead of you, because you're supposed to. You want to say the words that help you, not you. You say I, and that was part of the. You had to manifest the treasure. You had to believe in yourself with all your, because if you didn't believe in yourself, you weren't going to do it. You had to have faith in yourself, first of all. Dave believes in himself, doesn't he? But Dave, you got it wrong. I found the Superman Ford Model A. Hey, Troy. Found the Superman Ford Model A. I have my other book here too. This one I could do another. I was going to do another one kind of like this one. It's a lay flat. Except, see, in there I've got kind of it's all uneven. It has to be even, or it doesn't work right. It's kind of, but if I made it, you see these people. Look at this arm coming across this person's neck here. There's somebody standing here. There's somebody's buns or their legs, whatever. Somebody's saying. There's somebody laying here. There's their knees. It's just a lot going on in there. It's just too much. See, he's got sunshine on him too. But he's got a face looking to the side, one looking straight at you. This face here. See, there's an eye there, but there's an eye here and an eye over here. That's kind of profile. That's like Ezekiel. He had a face on each side. Oh, I thought I saw someone coming in. Nope. Yes, I did. Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah. So I got 2 books. Look how much similar they are. I just edit the title. But because I've kind of printed, I've got enough prints, I think, but I still, the printer's nice, and I have a habit of print more art. And these ones I just printed the other day. Yesterday I printed these. Let me see. I turn it this way, and I can just pick them up like this. Let's see. And this is the ultra premium satin luster print paper. So it's really good. It's like cardstock thick, and it's a satin thing. And you see, it doesn't. That's just light, not. It doesn't really glare. That's just bright light on it. That's not really glare. But I'm trying to. How do I block the sun? There. I'll show you closer. You see the woman standing there in the middle? There's other people in there. Well, here's another big. A bunch of people in that little hole there. This is part of that too. That's them people. Yeah. You see the people standing around there. Yeah, it's ridiculous, the YouTube jail. You know, we're going to silence you for a week. You can't speak. You spoke against the party. We got to silence you. You know, they're bullies. They're bullies to do that to people because they talked about something that you don't agree with them, and then they say they accuse you of disinformation when their information is the disinformation. They don't want you to tell. They don't want the truth out there. They're trying to cover up. It's like the oh, we got to redact a bunch of names off of this warrant for Donald because we don't want anybody to know who the bad guys are. We don't want anybody to know who the bad guys are. I picked up two. I'm holding another piece over the side here, block the sun. Yeah, and you know what? Typical. You know why people don't like my art? Because they want that gold. Gold, give me the freaking gold. Fuck your art. You know, I want the gold. I don't give a shit about nothing but the gold. That's why people don't like. I show it to people outside of the chase community, and they love my art. I got a bunch of troll chasers that interjecting about my art when they have no appreciation for art. All they have is greed for the gold, and nothing else is going to please them. Yeah, see if face right in the middle, yellow face. There's things on the top. Try a 20 in the printer. These are 20s. These are 20s. I print 20s. I sell these for 20, so I'm printing $20 bills, right? I should sell them, like Forrest said, 500 or 600. But I don't have the media connections he has to get it known. You know. That one's real cool. This big face over here. The two eyes right there, and the other eye, mouth down there. I got what, more of them up here? Did I sign these? No, I gotta sign them. This one here is the walk away with a big smile. That's right. It's just below Moses, between Moses and the road. And you see it's a big smile. Right? Yeah. The smile's probably 100 feet across. But you see the other figures in there. That's why I said Marvel gaze. Marvel gaze. I like this one. It's a little abstract with the dots. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fly season. Now I don't have a screen on the door, so they bug the crap out of me here. This one is one I call the Clovis Stone. See the dancers are down here and stuff. It's a real cool one. See, there's the couple people. And people talk Dancing with the Stars. He was hanging out with Suzanne Summers and Harrison Ford. Miss Ford wasn't a teacher. It was the Ford. See, this is really cool. This is like, something from Star Wars. It's an ancient story from ancient past, and it shows these people loved life. They were having a great time because they didn't have any government up their ass. They didn't have an IRS poking them grabbing their balls, and IRS grabbing things from the wallet. And this one here's got quite a bit in it. Yeah, put that one in the book too. That one's cool. Need to get something to drink, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, there are human figures in there. Duh. Right. This guy said he's got like a bow in his hand. He's got somebody in his lap. Maybe he's showing his son how to hunt. Who knows what's going on there? It looks like people walking up there too. There's a row of people there. There's somebody down here. Oh, sunshine. There's people up in the top. Yeah. How's the mining? She's mining, drilling for gold. I watch this guy Ask Jeff Williams channel, YouTube, and Dan Hurd prospecting on YouTube. There's guys I like that watch it hunt gold. There's some guys that hunt crystals too. What channels got deleted? Ghost. Oh, I don't know. I don't like them giving me crap for. I didn't do. You know. You have an 8-hour video, and somebody brings up a subject, and you respond to it, and your video's down. You know. That's why I was telling Street, you know, when Candy brought up the same thing in his video, I said, don't talk about that. They'll give him a strike and penalize him a week. And eventually, if you get 3 of them within 3 months, you're gone from YouTube. But like I said, most people you get one strike, most people don't get another one. That's the second time, you know, just the slightest one little comment. And, you know, the Karens at YouTube, they want to go and, you know, screw with you. That's a really cool one. Yeah. Get that stuff off my screen. I hate when I'm trying to see my screen and there's some pop-up. Oops, something. Yeah, oops. Yeah, you know what? My stream is going. I can see it on YouTube on the other screen. But yeah, there's some really cool stuff in that one. Yeah, it's like the Grim Reaper dude there in the black. This is the on the Clovis Stone, the people dancing. You do a good Indian chant. There's the beat of the drum and the whoop of the dance. This one is neat. It's just neat. I like the colors. I gotta sign all these, but that's why they're not in plastic sleeves yet, because I haven't signed them yet. There's someone sitting there. There's somebody's face on it too. There's the Ben Stahl drawing that's in Once Upon a While, Things I Covet. The Ben Stahl drawing. This is the mirror of that. This one, instead of the girl laying on top and the boy climbing up to kiss her, this one, the boy's laying on top and the girl is climbing up to kiss him. And this is right next to Treasure Falls. Just where If you're coming from a Pagosa, there's a turn lane for the pullout for Treasure Falls. If you stop right where that turnoff lane begins, you can see, you look up to the left of Treasure Falls, and this rock formation is just to the left of the falls. But you can't, if you pull into the parking lot, you can't see it. The trees are in the way. You got to be back where the road, the pull off from Pagosa enters the parking lot, the pull out. So what is it? Yeah. Greg said, Greg, his big news is like a nothing. It's another Jack, another, you know. Sometimes I think Greg might know or be involved in what, but and sometimes it's like, how can he follow that and act as if Bill Gorman doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about? Act as if that Model A doesn't mean anything. The car, where he parked his car. I walked back to my car twice. He's talking about the car is the treasure. It's a memory, the memory of that car in the D meadow. Here you see there's one person standing here, another person here, somebody here, somebody here. There's somebody up in here and somebody standing here with their arms out. Don't know what they're doing. And there's somebody sitting back here. Oh. See the two legs? Boop, boop. The guy walking here. Very cool, man. This is like, reminds me of the book I had when I was a kid, Where the Wild Things Are. You know? See, and sometimes people zoom in too close because you see the two eyes here and the nose. This is a face. That's a face there. Oh, this is cool. See, from back here, you see a good bunch of people standing there. You still see them, though. I don't see how people can go. So Bill Gorman found all this ancient stuff, all kinds of it. He's got all kinds of this ancient stuff. Forrest Fenn wouldn't give a fuck about any of that, would he? Would he really? Would Forrest Fenn give a shit about ancient stuff? But pre-Columbian, ancient, like 14,000 years ago, North American cultures? No, Forrest wouldn't have any interest in that, would he? No, it's not golden treasure, and it's not the golden chalice. It's the wooden one, you dummies. The key, the rusty key, was the rusty Model A. You know? I know some people, they They just, I can't follow you at all, Gorman. I don't see any point in it at all. I'm not even going to look into the Model A theory, the car theory, none of that at all. I don't even give a shit because I don't give a shit about you, Gorman. Well, those people, you know what? I don't really give a shit about you either. So made a key from a Model A. Oh my! No Kiwi. He didn't make a key from a Model A car. No, he's telling you the key is rusted. What you had to find was the rusted Model A. The key, the Model A is rusted. It's the key because it's rusted. That's subtle, not. Get off of me, you freaking fly. Jeez. You just keep landing on my arm back and forth, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. The key was rusted. The key was the cowl. A cowl is also a chest. The cowl of the Model A is a fuel tank, and it had a 50 caliber bullet hole through it, just like his fuel tank on his F-100. Subtle. I can't, if he mentioned Model A in the book, that wouldn't be subtle, would he? So when Buffalo Cowboys, I better call this an old car with no top. Why didn't he call it an old car with no canopy? I mean, people, Gorman said it, I'm going to ignore it. Totally. Not one person has a, Gorman's right. The top convertible top was known as a canopy. It just proves how many stupid bastards are in the chase. It shouldn't be that difficult to explain to somebody the top of the car in them days was a canopy. You see them old cars and there's a square hole in the roof because they had a canopy up there. They put a canopy on top. And if you didn't have your canopy there, and you put it down, and you're out there at night, you look up, what is your canopy? Your canopy is then the stars. The Model A was out in the meadow under the stars. The canopy was the stars and not the trees. It wasn't in the forest under the trees. It was out there under the stars in a meadow. And Dancing with the Stars is about Steven Spielberg and George Lucas and Harrison Ford. And I'd throw the picture down here and show you. This one's cool because it's got a lot of people in it. And to try and get a hold of Suzanne Summers, tell her, hey, I figured out the Forrest Fenn. It was about you in the model in the Thunderbird. Her in the Thunderbird, and the Thunderbird is a Ford Model T-Bird. It's a roadster, just like the Buffalo Cowboy car. I don't care if the canopy's looking back or what, It doesn't. You cannot debunk that a convertible top is a canopy. Oh, I got to find a way to prove that that's not a canopy. Like, go jump, you go jump in a lake. Get your head out of your ass. Don't be dumb. You know, trying to debunk the perfect solution ain't gonna work. You can't deny that a quad lift, chair lift, each chair, there's 150 chairs, and each one will hold 1,000 people, 1,000 pounds of people. That's a heavy load. Yeah. Yeah. And it was about the car. He had all those trips to Yellowstone from Texas all the way to Yellowstone. It was a haul for me in my car to go from Colorado, and he had more than twice that far to go, to get from Texas. And back then, you couldn't do 70, 80 miles an hour. You did about 45, 50. No interstate cutting past the town. You had to go through town at 25 miles an hour. Specialized. No, it's not specialized. Canopy is not specialized knowledge. One of the general knowledge, common sense knowledge is knowing some basics, and it's not specialized knowledge. The canopy is a convertible top. A parachute is a canopy. There's a canopy on his airplane. It's not really specialized. It's not the trapezoid center bearing, in the engine. That's specialized knowledge because it doesn't really exist. Trying to pass common knowledge, common sense as specialized knowledge ain't gonna work. Just because you don't. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Oh, what cave have you been hiding in? There's another picture. Cool stuff. This one was cool. I got two of this one. I tried to print one of each. Sometimes I already hit print on that, so I got two of them. So generally, most of my stuff, there's one. They're one of a kind, and rarely there's two of them. See, that's the same thing. There. Yeah, that's just a pile of people. Oh, I'm peeking around the edge, right on the edge. There. See, the hands are up and fingers and ooh. The old witch doctor, he told me what to say. He said, Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. There's just so much cool stuff going on in that picture. Hi there. Hey. Okay. I gotta sign that stack of prints. Put them in their sleeves. But I got to print another cover from a book. So the movie about the thrill of the chase, I think, should be The Game Part 2, or The Game 2, or The Game Continued. The Game Multiplayer. Where because in this movie, they screwed with one guy's head. In Forrest Fenn's Chase, they messed with the thousands. It was a it's a psychological experiment and stuff too. You know, who let this chase consume their mind? The lawyer. One guy we ain't seen for a couple of days. Josh. What happened to Josh? He's been quiet here lately. I found out why Dave was quiet. he was busy editing a video. I got my my bottom partial. My bottom. It's not a partial. It's a full bottom, but it's giving me a lot of trouble. That's why I don't have it on right now. But it looks good when it's on. But it's like cutting my gums when I put and irritating real bad. And you putting it on, it's like just putting it on and taking it off is and then it's like yeah, it cut my gum open, and so it's sore. So I'm not wearing it because I go to the dentist tomorrow, and I want my gums to be healed up and feeling good when I go to the dentist. Tell them, no, this right here, you need to put a big void in there so it doesn't rub that spot, because they're not going to work with the pain. More of a social experiment that includes psychological aspects. I remember Eric's in my personal experiences. He's a bit of a egotistical blowhard. I just don't believe he knows as much as Solver Man is. Eric. Eric Johnson. Yeah, no, Eric doesn't. Eric is clueless. You see, a lot of these channels that think they're so important think that Bill Gorman's an idiot. And Bill Gorman's not an idiot. Bill Gorman has 154 IQ. Bill Gorman designed microwave systems, designed fiber optic networks, has worked on satellites that are in geosynchronous orbit since 1980. They've been up there. Yeah, Bill Gorman was a telecommunications engineer. Yeah, I had to go, for civil engineering meetings and stuff. What for road closures and setting up the road, the cone zones and with the flags and flaggers, and you had to know how to have all the plans for. I mean, it's not. They don't just go and say. They got to have drawings and schematic. Yeah, the cones are going to start here, and we're going to do it. And they submit it to the state, and the state says, "Okay, yeah, you can do it." you know. And we had meetings. Well, there's a Rockies game, so you know you can't have construction downtown Denver while during the game. You have to have the roads open as much as possible because you know our cables were under the roads. Yeah, you're gonna die, fly. Die, fly! Oh, missed him. Damn it. That's why these pieces of cardboard, just a piece of cardboard, it's a good fly swatter. Bam! You can get them right. You hit them hard enough in the air, it'll knock them out for a while. Oh. I should probably do the cover of my book with the clear lacquer. Just protect it a little more. It's the same as this one, and this one's I mean this is just photo paper, and see how glossy it is, you know. But it holds up real good. Yeah, I showed you. You're extremely talented if you made that. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Ain't dumb fuck. I have a bachelor's degree. I need one more year to get my Bachelor of Science. Now, Bachelor of Arts, you have to know a foreign language. I don't want to. Nah. I think I'll get along with English. Even you know you go. I watch the border security, like Thailand airport, the airport in Thailand or Singapore or whatever, and they all know English now. Everything's English. Even in China, they're speaking English. You know, so I got to learn some other language. Not this late. Not when I'm in my early 60s. Could say early or mid. Early to not quite mid. I'm not mid 60 yet. Yeah. Now I got the one other book, and I got these new things folders. See, I had these things, but I had to make these dividers in here that were rigid and don't move, because you'd stand the art in there and it would slouch down, and so I had to have spaces so that they stayed standing up in here, you know. But I found these ones. So these are like 10 by 10, and this thing weighs about 30 pounds. That's about 30 pounds of prints. There's probably 400 prints in here. But I got another 400 prints. I converted them over to this other one. And I don't have quite so many in this one, but it's longer. So I have this one, and this came with cloth. There are dividers in here. So I do find they do want to slouch a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some, I want to get some file folders. So this is a wardrobe organizer thing. So there are cloth barriers in between the sections, but they're still slouching and trying to go under and stuff. So I'm gonna I'm going to get some file folders and cut the file folders so they're 8.5 inches wide, and put one in the bottom of each section. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections. 9 clues, 9 sections. So yeah, this one's probably got about 350 in it. And you see it's not packed so tight. They're looser. You can pull them out and put them back in easy. And the other one, I've got like cardboard and wire and trying to, make dividers. This one already had the dividers nicely sewn in and whatever. So, but I had to add cardboard reinforcement in the bottom, the sides, and that's perfect for holding my art. So yeah, just like that. Yeah, see the dentist at 1, and I go to the pulmonary doctor at 1:45. Get 2 in one shot, and I'll go get a picture of the sunset. I'll get a quick picture out the door of the sunset. Yeah. Whoa, trip over my own feet. I'm going to trip on my own feet. Oh, no. Open this up. Man, it seems I tightened my belt up and I must be losing weight. My pants want to fall off. There's the chest, the cowl hanging on my fence, the bullet hole. There's the sunset. Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't much of a. There's a little red on the horizon over my. You see my pyramid there, right? Out there past the G on JPG. There's a pyramid there, right near the center of the screen. Okay. Oh, and there was a nice sunrise this morning. It was like this. This was sunrise this morning. Mount Blanca, my backyard. White Mountain. And here they have the Costilla County Veterans Memorial, and they have a shooting star. I think it's like an A3 or A4 or something. Training jet, Air Force. It's called the Shooting Star. Right along the highway out here. I've been out there. That's, I think, one of the key thing to it. He said it was like a scavenger hunt, so there were many pieces. His stories were on the canyon walls. I found a whole bunch of his stories on the canyon walls. And I had the metal. You needed a vehicle or the metal to find the vehicle that takes you to the treasure. The vehicle takes you to the treasure. You get in your car, you put your foot down, and then you step on it. Hit the gas. Lied. Aunt Esther is specialized knowledge, and nobody under 40 has seen that show. Yeah, I have I have an Aunt Esther. My dad's brother, his wife was Esther. I really like my Aunt Esther, but some of the family stuff that after my dad died, his brothers, my cousins from his brothers all stopped communicating with us. It's like, it's like, oh, okay. So you like they like my dad, but screw the rest of the family. I want to get another picture of my pyramid. I gotta have another picture of my pyramid. Now I'll show you the pyramid. Now I'll show you this thing. Uh-oh, my camera has an erection. Put it back in before I go to viewing mode. There's the pyramid. Here it comes. There it is. That's the pyramid in the sunset. Is the sun setting right behind it? I don't know. It's I call it the Anubis Pyramid because I found Anubis here. And this one, Anubis was a dog. Okay. Limit is home. Cat is home to Eric's Sloan collection. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. People thought my dad was Elvis. I was at a bar in Orlando once. It was one in downtown, and they had a roof. They have a bar on the roof, and a band on the roof and whatever. I was standing. I kept getting flashed in the eye with flash bulbs. I'm like, what's going on? And this girl, come on, can I get a picture with you? Can my friend take a picture of me with you? Who the hell do they think I am? Yeah, they thought I was somebody. They thought I was a movie star or something. The man from the East was Eric Sloan. He made 2 trips, 2 towels, once in a 1925 Model T, and once in 1960 he made the trip from New York to Taos in a 1930 Model A. The car was the clue. I walked back to my car twice. He's telling you what the treasure was. The car was the treasure. You needed the metal that would take you to the treasure. That's the car. Was your cross rusted? Because the key was rusted. This car was rusted. It was the rusty key. It was a rusty red Ford Model A. Smoking Joe. What are you, Joe Camel? Smoking Joe Camel. When you had Smoking Joe, I thought you might have been Greg's Joe up in Montana, Joe. Or that litigant. Her hacker was supposedly some guy named Joe who was texting her. She made that up. Yo, fives. Kent derives from the Celtic form Kent. Yeah, and Kemp is hemp. You know, Vermont was Kent. Before it was Vermont, it was Kent. That was a part of New York. That the New York governor gave my ancestors their land in Vermont, and it was taken away after the Revolution, and they were forced to move. My ancestors were forced to move to Canada because they were Tories. They fought for the crown because George Washington wouldn't let my family fight for the Continental Army because they were more popular than he was and would have taken over his command. So that didn't work out good for George Washington. Well, it did work out good for George Washington. But if he would have let my family in, my family would have taken over command and you know, it would have been President Rogers. I've got that one. I got the frame. I got a Robert Rogers sketch by Gary Zaboli, but I've got the frame is like glued to the cabinet. It's in an RV. You can't just hang them on nail. You got to glue the frame right to the wall. Wyoming settlement in New York. Yeah, right. Yeah, my great grandfather was born in Wyoming County, Pennsylvania, and Benjamin Franklin and my fifth great grandfather Ethan Allen tried to make a state of Wyoming out of part of New York and part of Pennsylvania. They wanted to create a state of Wyoming back then. Benjamin Franklin, the guy that said 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. And when I told Forrest that, he told me what Moses said to God. What do you want from me? And he said it twice because what Forrest says twice is a clue. That's why a kid can figure it out, because you always have to tell a kid twice. You can't tell a kid once. No, you got to tell them twice. Same with a lot of us adults. Oh yeah, you did tell me that before. Okay, now I got it. You know? Yeah, I met Randy Bilyeu and at the Leon Gaspar signing in 2015, not long before he disappeared, just a couple months. And He was one of the there were a lot of well-to-do, you filthy rich, I don't have any problems paying any of my bills people there, but why are you struggling? I don't understand why you're struggling. I have 5 million in the bank. Those people, there was a lot of those people there, but there was a few real down to earth searchers there. And I met Amy that day. I liked Amy up until the day she said, "Fuck Bill Gorman. He's not going to be on my stream. We have to teach Bill Gorman a lesson." And I'm like, I'm not going for your training. I do just fine. The only people I give shit are the people that give me shit. If I'm giving somebody shit, they did it to me first. And anything after that is just the follow-up. I'm giving them shit for the shit they gave me. Toby, K-Pro, that whole crowd, even Amy Siegs, has not apologized for the smear they pull on me. I'm wondering what the sunset sherbet tastes like. It's got to be sweet. Some of these, the first hit is like, yeah, that tastes good. When you're about halfway through and to the end, it's like breathing exhaust. No, it's not. But really, I think just burning the oil, because it's about the purest form. You're not getting the trash that's the 75%. If you're just smoking the leaf, 75% of that is just trash smoke. Yeah. So I don't have the trash smoke. It's just the good smoke. And I think it's a lot more beneficial. Even if I put my pulse ox on, like I haven't had my oxygen on, it's running right here. So there's more in the room, but see what comes up. Bump, bump, bump. And I'm just breathing normal. See, I'm at 91. So, yeah. But when I sleep, my oxygen drops to like 65, 60, 54. That's not good. And that gives me other problems. You don't have enough oxygen. You don't have enough oxygen, and so your blood cells are working, harder and all that too. Clerk's wrench mods. Those are bless. He's my cousin. I'm related to Samuel Clem. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm descended from Benjamin Casey, Captain Benjamin Casey. He was 17 something. But he's like Mark Twain's great grandfather. Let's see. So if his dads were brothers, then his first cousin, grandfathers are brothers, his second cousins. Okay, yeah, his great grandfather was Captain Benjamin Casey, who's like my let me see, that's be his great, so, but he's equivalent to my great great grandmother. so, so I have to add 3 greats because his father, grandfather, great grandfather level to get to a great. So yeah, so he about my 6th or 7th great grandfather was his great grandfather. Yeah, I let people come in. Paul Hammond's been streaming with me. I got people that don't agree with me and haven't looked at my solution with an open mind at all, and I still talk to them because one day they'll go, "Oh my God, that fucker was right. He fucking duped me all along. He knew what he was talking about, and I thought he was full of shit. He's a genius." Yeah, I got my family tree is um my mother did the research. It wasn't with DNA. My mother had it back with my great grandfather, who I used to wrestle with when I was a kid. He was born 1876, and he died in 1968 or 67 or 60. He died when I was 9 years old. But I knew him. I remember him going, whoopee! And he made his own wine, and he was a great guy. Rob, he was always happy and loved great grandpa. But his mother was Mary Allen Rogers, and her great grandfather was Ethan Allen, and her other great grandfather on the other side of the family, on her on her father's side was James Rogers, or yeah. So her grandmother was the daughter of Ethan Allen, and her grandfather was the son of Colonel James was James Rogers, but he was the son of another James Rogers, who was the son of another James Rogers, who was mistaken for a bear. So my family were so big and burly, we've been mistaken for bears in the past. So my 6th great grandfather, James Rogers, he was going to his friend Ebenezer Ayer had shown up in town to go hunting. He showed up at his cabin to go hunting. He heard Ebenezer was just arrived for the hunting season. So he puts on his bear coat and his bear hat, and it's about a mile and a half hike to get to Ebenezer's place from his place. And he goes and hikes through the woods over to Ebenezer's, and he's coming through the woods, hiking down, climbing over a log or whatever. And Ebenezer sees a bear coming and gets his gun out and shoots the bear. Well, it was my 6th great grandfather, James Rogers, and James had to be out there. "You son of a bitch, Ebenezer! You just shot me." And Ebenezer go, "Oh my God, the bear talks." But Robert Rogers told that story when he was back in England being tried for treason and whatever. He was found not guilty of treason, but later he was tried and found guilty of he was sent to debtor's prison for the money he had borrowed for an expedition up the Missouri River to the Shining Mountains and onto the Oregon River to the Pacific Ocean. It was the instructions that Lewis and Clark took with them that my fifth great granduncle wrote. Did I show you the Palisades? There's some Palisades in these. Was that one? No. That's one. That's a Palisade. Ooh. Yeah, I'll go down there. You know what's close? Here's a Palisade. Your Palisades there. You know what's close to there? An eagle's nest. You know what's an eagle's nest? You know what's an eagle's nest? Whose ranch is an eagle's nest? Did you know whose ranch is an eagle's nest? Another cousin of mine. The Gorman Ranch is an eagle's nest. Yeah, look up Gorman Ranch, Eagle's Nest. There's the Gorman Gallery in Taos, and there's a Gorman Gallery in Santa Fe. Here's another Palisade. See, and it's all them human figures climbing in there and laying on top, and that's the archaeology that really got for Forrest Fenn said, "Holy shit." Ooh. Yeah. Oh no. Hey. Hang on. I gotta get some power going. Almost lost power there. I would have lost my satellite dish. I don't believe it's no disinformation that the I hope it's not. What are we allowed to talk about? You know? I've got some pictures of the just regular photographs of them. Is that one? This one I did of me. Isn't that cool? I had to send that one to my kid because my kid works at Area 52. So I should send that to my kid for him to put on his desk. Oh, that's my dad. See, I'm the Mexican kid. I was a poor Mexican kid. That's me. Trying to find the photograph ones. I got so many art ones. I got to separate, get the photos separated from the art. I got to make a book of the photos. Oh, there's this guy over here. That's my great grandfather. And this is his future wife, cousin of this guy here. He got killed in Nashville. My great grandfather, he got shot in the left arm, through the left arm, broke his left arm, entered his left shoulder, and it came out through his right shoulder blade with a 58 caliber. And 3 days later, General, if you give me your hand, I'll help you up. So he survived it. And he lived to be 86. That happened just after he turned 18. So I'm still trying to find. Should be able to find by color of the picture on the edge. I know I printed some of the. There went Jerry. Jerry just walked by. Oh, there's some photographs. Yeah, there's some pictures. Should be in with the pictures here. This one's a photograph. The guy with the goatee and his princess. Oh, that stuff don't matter to Forrest, Fenn. This is up in Yellowstone. Elk. Ooh, there's that guy. I don't know who that guy is. I'll never wear that hat. Oops, I gotta wear the hat. I gotta eat my words. This guy figured it out. These are sunsets. Sunset, sunset, sunset. Cow lasers. That's up Salida. Birdies. I think they're sparrows, swallows. Where's the rest? I got some that are mostly all art. I got to count how many prints I have too, because I want to take a road trip. Take a road trip and go to. I wonder if Heritage has anything in Denver. Maybe I should just take my art to Sotheby's. Look at that sunset. There's my pyramid. That's a pyramid. I had a guy do a ground penetrating radar from a satellite. There's a one square mile around the top peak of this pyramid. And there, every 600 feet, every 45 degrees are air shafts going down in the ground. And there's chambers underground that are huge. There's one. So yeah, that's a photo. Oh, it's in the glare from the plastic. But you see, this whole thing is a face. Here's the nose, the two eyes, the mouth. Hi there. Hi there. I'm the rock face. If you can't see the face here, you might be blind. Okay. Here's the face. Oh, where's she gonna not reflect? Look at her beautiful hair and her two eyes right here, her mouth. Find a good-looking rock, Forrest said. Well, I think she's a pretty good-looking rock. Here's a group of figures. Like watching home movies. I got some home movies. Did you watch my home movies? I think it's like 3 hours. They're old Super 8. There's no sound. You don't have to listen to me. This is just a head. See him? Oh, here's my head about to get eaten. Yeah. It's in Breckenridge. Yeah. Why did Yellowstone flood? That's why. Why was the stick in the chest? You see the alligator skin on there, on the stick between the two pieces of copper. It sucked. This is my Nirvana impression. I didn't think about that when I took the picture, but ain't that just like Nirvana? Smells like Fenn spirit. I gotta send that to my friends in Seattle. Yep, dropped it. There's the Troublemakers. That's Ty Taylor and Vintage Trouble at Red Rocks. With me, I'm the guy. I'm in the green. Yep. There you are. Yep. Yep. Wow, I see that now. There's a metal arc out on my little solar thing for the patio lights or driveway lights. So you see, I was a Trump baby. And my grandfather and my dad and my great grandfather. His father is the guy in the Civil War picture that I showed you. Yeah. I got the best fan art though. The hand of God. It's in the Bella drawing. It's in the George Washington portrait. The hand of God. It was it. He used it when at the 2017 Femboree when he congratulated me. Forrest Fenn said, "So you did it, but there's 40 of them, right?" Yeah, I found more than 40. He did say that though. So you found it, but there's 40 of them, right? Right, Forrest. We agreed. There was. And you know, he never thought he'd still be walking 40 years after he was shot down. Forrest, Moses walked for 40 years. 40 years is too far to walk. He's had enough. He wanted to, yeah, I've had enough. I can go at any time, he's telling you. And he'd rather just step out than have somebody, you know, changing diapers and, you know, taking care of somebody that can't take care of themselves. And you'd never see him using a cane or a walking stick, even though there was one for the cover of Too Far to Walk. There was a stick, and there was a stick in the chest. Yeah, I have more. Oh, I got some more photos in here. This is just waterfall, though. This picture I took. Oregon. And another one. There's an angel in the fall. You see her? Here's her head. Here's her arms. Oh, yeah, that's the view I had where I lived in Oregon. This is the ocean out here. Beyond these trees, that's the ocean down there. Pacific. You know, there's from same place. That's down on the beach. I printed this one for Mr. Ammons. He wanted that picture. I printed it. Next time I see him, he can have it. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, shit. Huh? Is that Street? Look, he's got Street's nose. Oh, yeah, I didn't finish. Yeah. So some that just came in or ain't been here long. I've been working on this book today, except I fucked up the cover. I fucked this cover up. You can't see where I fucked it up, but I show you where I fucked. See the stuff that's on the side. It's not supposed to be coming around the so I gotta make a new cover for it. Be back later. Okay, we'll see you, Troy. Watch out for the alligators. Don't molest the manatees. Look at the back here. Look, this is so cool. See this guy in the blue shirt? I mean, I know how to make great art. With and I have help from my assistants lived 14,000 years ago. So I know what it looked like in Atlantis. This is what it looked like in Atlantis. So yeah, this ain't glued in. See, because this will be glued to whatever. This is just a blank cardstock separator thing, and then I have there's people on there. A little another title page, like I'm just an artist. You know, I'm not a publisher. I don't know all of the things that you do and what you know, the business stuff and all that. And I have a page here where I show that I use my photographs on this side, and the other side is the art made from the photographs, showing that it just colors it. The figures were already in the picture. That all the AI does is color it. You know, and add a little explanation over here. And then it goes into the 97 pages of art from the ancient. I went through, that was 3 pages. These are double-sided glossy. See, this is a big face. This is, you know, boom. Sometimes people try and look too close, but you got to sometimes back off and look further away. Sometimes you get closer, you see more. You see the people laying here. Look at the legs here. Person standing here. There's see the faces all along. I don't add that stuff. All I do is color what's there to make it more interesting than gray rocks. I like this one. I like this big eyeball right here. His other eye's here. Just see the couple here, the two faces, and there's somebody standing over here. I know where this one is. See his arm pointing here. I have another one, other pictures of this guy. This guy here, just separate. He's like pointing away. Here's a couple sitting, laying here. Well. You see any elephants? All I gotta do is bring this. I bring it to New York City. You know, a guy told me that, oh, Santa Fe is bigger than New York City for art. No, it's like a bunch of galleries, and there's a when you go in, there's a lot of snobs that won't be. You know, oh, they don't realize what I have. But look, see how shiny it is? Glass. This one, this is Mary. There's a Palisade. This is so cool, though. It's like stories, you know. There's stories. Every picture has a story in it behind it. At least one story. You know, you can give this one picture to a classroom and tell them to write a story about what they see in there. Another one of that one right here. Oh, no, that's not it. This one. See, some are a little harder to see, but when you say, then you look in there and you see the. This is like somebody holding the baby. It's like a mother, father, and child. That's where it wants to come apart in the middle. See, it's coming apart. Yeah, hell book. Yep, I got to perfect my bookmaking. This is only my second book. First one of this type, really. You know, for print and binding. There's a lot of figures in that stuff. Elena is enjoying this. Selena. Hi, Selena. Look at all that stuff going on in there. The big face in the middle. And Forrest said, if I was still in the business, I'd like to handle your art. Things falling apart before I can even finish putting it together. Hey, look at her. I like that. Look at that. It's like a group thing going on there, you know? A meeting in the forest. And I got 3 that are similar thing. That one's the Mammoth Parade, the middle one. And this, I think this stuff's like Salvador Dali. The camp host in Yellowstone thought that my stuff was like Picasso. Isn't that cool? There, whatever. What's a toasting? He's got holding a cup in the air or what here? You know, what's this cup or what? This person here, their arm coming up. And there's somebody up sitting up here, somebody down here, somebody back here. And that's Thoth riding on the ibis, riding the bird. The man riding on the bird. Yeah, it would. I thought about it. You know, you could use this this application to do stained glass. You know, if you give it something that tiles it, it'll tile like what you feed it. You know, there's Zeus with the mammoth on the side of his head. Bunch of shit there. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. And there's Judy Nudie. Or is that Barbara Bush? Standing right in the middle there. See where the bush is? It's not just a wooden cross. It's ancient archaeology. See this white face here? 2 eyes, mouth, the nose, face in there. Cool. Look at that. That's the whole family, isn't it? That's badass. I couldn't dream up this stuff and just draw this. This comes from the landscape. This ancient art. And I've restored the ancient art that I found. Nobody else in the chase has had such a miraculous discovery due to the chase. And I believe it's what he wanted somebody to find this ancient art. That one's cool. That's like Salvador Dali's looking shit. This is somebody. See the person over here, the head and their body. And this is like a window. Stargate. It's a window into their little house. Right at the top of somebody's head, probably. Too. You see the head here, 2 eyes. This is a head too, and these are 2 eyes. And there's somebody down here. I gotta get a hold of the people that do album. This is a lot of this would be great for album covers. You know, look at that. What are they doing? You know, I just did another version of this, different colors. Today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, Firewater. That's your opinion. It is archaeological. It's ancient art. Art is still archaeology. If you don't think it's ancient art, I'm sorry. I'm sorry your brain is not capable of interpreting it. You're not an X-Man. You don't have the capability to see it. Your brain's just inadequate. The head sticking up out of the ground, right? And this guy here, he's right below Moses. It's Forrest Fenn up to his nose in the mud, right? No, people arranged hugging other people and all these scenes that are in these. That's not a random arrangement of rocks. You're a stupid son of a bitch if you think so. Random, right? It's a random arrangement of rocks. I'm sorry. I don't have time for dumbasses. They can't see. Ignorant. You don't know what Marvel gaze meant, do you? Look, all going on in there. Oh, what'd I do? I bumped the keyboard. I bumped the mouse pad here. What'd I do? Did I just... Where'd it go? Where'd my Zoom go? come on. Huh. Still running? My Zoom isn't on my screen. But it looks like, according to my video, that I'm still streaming. Where's my Zoom app? Zoom, 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 zoom. Is it? Oh. Where'd it go? So, yeah, I'm still streaming. It's crazy because I can see me on YouTube, but I don't know. My Zoom app is gone. Or I'm not in Zoom. I'm on Restream. That's why. Okay, here it is. There. There, I got it. It was in a window in the browser. So yeah, this new book I'm working on. I got to redo the cover, and then I just got to glue the pen. See, this is all. I just got to make a new one of these. How you make the hardcover, and glue inside there. That's too bad. It was close, but you know, I'm almost with the way the pages are glued in here. It didn't come, and some of them I open up and it's like the glue is tearing off. See the white? That's where it's pulled the ink off the other page because of the glue when it opened it. I don't want it to do that. There he is. That's upside down. It's like this. So yeah, I finished this book. You got nobody joining in. That sucks. That other stream I did with Street and Troy and everybody and stuff. They said it was a good conversation. It's just don't bring up political stuff. Don't bring it. You know, I'd like to talk about that stuff, but you're not allowed to talk about that stuff on YouTube. You're not allowed to voice your opinion on YouTube. That's all there is to it. There's no freedom of speech. We are now under the communist regime of America. Not really art, raw. Yeah, I don't care what you think about my art. I think even less of your solution. Somebody told me that was somebody's cat, somebody's pets that were buried there. You stole their cross, their little pet grave memorial. I mean, it isn't going to be something. It's ancient archaeology. It's not something that was put out there in the last 10 years or 30 or even in the last 500 years. Stuff much older. Forrest was into the art. He loves that ancient. I really love that Egyptian stuff, he said. What you think about this Montana and Dolmens? Oh, yeah, those are neat. There's some here. I have one. I call it Fred Flintstone's house. It's a big rock, and there's a little room underneath this boulder that's got to be 500 tons or something sitting on top of it. There's big ass rock on top of it. And it has a back door so you can get out the back. And there's a little hole that went down. It looked like there used to be something if you dug that out in there and all. But I was able to take a GoPro on a stick and stick it down in the hole. And I think that goes further down in there. It might have been an entrance, and there was some art inside this little cave. And I found there was another cave a little higher up on it's like a big rock leaning against the canyon wall, and so it's like an A-frame of the underneath this, and there's a door on each end of it, but it's probably 20 feet going through underneath this big rock. Oh, the soul is not New Mexico where the treasure. She's a scab. She's doing somebody's union job while they're on strike. What? Joe, the smile of desperation is in the room. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to find somebody that's enjoys the things men and women do in bed, right? But you keep it in the bedroom. You don't take it out on the poker table. You don't take it out in public that way. You want somebody to have fun with, but you don't want somebody that's a slut in public, basically, because people think that's available, there are people, and there are people that, like in the chase, that take things too far and everything. I've always been somebody of the restraint. It's like, I smoke some pot, but I'm not doing anything and doing other drugs or anything. I always had I would never ever, use a needle to do drugs. I use one for medication that's prescribed by the doctor, but I'm not gonna, my policy, never inject, never use needles. So is, you put something in your nose, smoke bowl, whatever, but sticking in your arm, that's a no-no. Because people get AIDS and all kinds of stuff, monkeypox. They said it's only a problem with gay men. It's like, why do you need to vaccinate children for it then? To protect them from the gay men. Is that what they're saying? And I'm questioning that. I'm not offering any kind of verified statement on it. So I don't agree with it. That's all. No, we don't go there. There's no light on the end. That's just reflection. There's a light, but it's a little red LED in that little dot when you plug it in to charge it. And it must say THC in the small print that's on the glass here. There's real small print in the little window right there. And that's probably where, that's where it says as the percentage, it looks like. I think it's 84%. Woo-hoo. Maui wowie. Oh, and I got to put my CPAP in a bag. And it's bag. It has a bag it came with, because I probably have to trade it in with the doctor, with the pulmonary tomorrow for a BiPAP. Yeah, this one's a Gorilla Glue. Where was that other one? I got a shelf underneath the. I got a shelf over my desk, so I got a space underneath where my computer's sitting. There it is. It is. Oh, right there. 79.8%, the Maui Wowie. Oh, the Gorilla Glue is 84%. Okay. That's this one. And the sherbet, Sunset Sherbet, is 80.7%. It's a pretty good one. I haven't tried that one yet. Oh, my computer's come on. Last night when I was watching on the stream, I was on Candy Stream. I was doing it on my phone, but I went to wake up my computer, and it said, "Enter password for to restore your operating system. Enter password." It's like restore. What? Where are you taking me? But everything was. It came up. My computer's everything it was. I didn't lose anything. I didn't have to reinstall stuff and all that. I guess. Yeah, Microsoft. It's Windows 11, so I'm probably using technology that none of the others on here are. There's probably a lot of Apple people. Apple people are generally journalists. If they're an Apple person, they're a college person, a journalist, a liberal. Liberals use Apple to the main. Nancy Pelosi invests in Apple quite a bit. She gave them a bunch of money, and they got a big government contract. And they donate to her. Yeah, it's all coming out. If you are required to the tree channel on YouTube, it sounds like one needs to be marked first by Google YouTube. Your assistance has allowed the project to be a success. I wanted many times to help you with some misunderstanding, but complete secrecy was demanded. I know that. Da did it. Da did it. CW5 Baker ain't Bobby. After Forrest died, I had a dream, and the dream told me I was at Mar-a-Lago at a breakfast party. It wasn't a dinner party. It was a breakfast party. Forrest, Fenn, and Donald Trump were there. It was a dream, but it was pretty real. you know, uh, the documentary I was in was about my ancestors who I know Baker knows who the Rangers who he knows who Robert Rogers was. Yeah, it's my fifth great granduncle. Rangers lead the way type of, Um is it going? No. Um but yeah, that documentary that they interviewed me for was about my ancestors. Um before in the French and Indian War. They and I think the show is more about his retreat. You go there and they're like, we want to talk about just his retreat from St. Francis and to this. I think it was Fort Wentworth was the name of the fort. It was a fort on the Connecticut River up in northern New Hampshire that was disbanded. It was abandoned when they went there, but they still knew where it was. And this guy Stevens was supposed to bring supplies up to him, food and stuff, and have food and stuff waiting for him. But he put the food in the boat and went back down the river with it and didn't leave the food. And these guys 180 guys died because of this guy, his recklessness, and he was court-martialed. It's not a Mar-a-Lago, but the island now awaits, and the child will change the world. If you want to be introduced into the island, it can now be done. And you know who is here there waiting. I was, if I had the treasure, I was going to buy an island anyhow. I had my eye on this island. It's a $600,000 for this island. You'd have a private island then, because, and I wouldn't really have a problem with it because of transportation, because really soon we're going to have flying cars. And you won't even have to have a boat. You could, you'd still have a boat dock and a boat, but you'd probably want it up out of the water. I think I'd have railroad tracks going down into the ocean there, and the boat on a trolley so you pull the boat up and you and pulls it up, keep it out of the water, keep the barnacles off it, pull it up into the boathouse. The boathouse is a Pac-Man that comes down the hill and swallows the boat and then pulls it back up the hill. Flying car is cool. Yeah. I've designed a flying motorhome, and I've designed I've got a flying city, a design for a flying city, and I know it would work. I know it would work. Yeah. Idaho buffalo. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I won't say anything about Bremerton, but they had something called Bremelos in Bremerton. Flying cars. I think the winner is something like Indiana Jones at the end of Indiana. No, it was the end of James Bond. Yes, and so there's always that secret agent girl that he drives off in the car with. I think that's got to be in the package. Solar flying. Oh, yeah, mine is a solar flying motorhome. And it can stay airborne for weeks. It also will float on the water. You can have it on the water. You can take it skiing. You could have it drop you off at the top of a mountain, and then you remote control. You fly it down to a spot, a meadow, where you want it to wait for you while you hike down or ski down or whatever, and you ski down to your motorhome. Boop. Could you imagine a ski area in Star Trek, and you get to the bottom of the hill and you ski into the teleporter and all you beep back at the top of the hill. There's no ski lift. It beep, transport you right on up there. I even, my kid works at Area 52. I got to send him this for on his desk there. Picture of your dad. That's a great one, man. That should almost be my profile picture, right? Oh, what was that photo? Oh, that was before I learned about the chase in Roswell in 2013. It was October of 2013, I think. Yeah, because I was down in Florida in November visiting the grandkids and stuff. Yeah, this is at Roswell Museum. That is cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, when so he goes to work, they give him a shirt with flying saucers and aliens. Welcome to Area 52. Your job is to keep people from coming in here and seeing what we got. I want to go for a ride. Like Ezekiel. I want to go for a ride and go around Saturn and Jupiter and yeah. Check out the monolith on Mars's moon. Oh, museum, nice. Yeah. Probably somebody else streaming, right? Verbally back. Oh. The plane. I got woke up. It wasn't this morning. I think it was this afternoon because I didn't sleep. So I'm working on my book and making this great art. and I just you know, like you see this big head. There's an eye, the nose. This is a big head right here. You know, it's big right there. That face in there. That's you know. So you find this and it's like, holy smokes, it wakes you up. And then my eyes are like, I can't see. I've got to make more art. Make more art. No, go to sleep, Bill. Yeah. I got to sign that. I got probably 50 of them. I've got, let's see, I got 500 sheets, 500 8.5 by 11s of the satin luster photo paper premium. But I got 1, 2, 50. Yeah, I've used like 225 of 500. But I think I have 500 sheets of the two-sided that I did that book with. I just got to be more careful with the glue. Make sure the glue, press it before I put the glue on, and maybe let the glue soak a little bit, but have it pressed where it doesn't go in so far on the edge because some glue seeped in there, and when I pressed it, it squeezed it in further. I don't know. So I got to have it pressed and just the edge out of the edge of my book press that I made. I have it so I can fit that the opened up cover in there. Where is it? So I have the book press so I can do this whole thing, you know, fits in the book press. But that guy's cool. He's sitting there. He's my thing on the. You see, on the inside's just cardboard paper, thick cardboard stuff. And where did I? This should have been maybe I can slide that over a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I can get that loose and fix it. It's glued. I glued. That was the first thing I glued on there. That's the most dry. But you need this gap, this space here. That's where the fold. So the white paper would be glued to the book part, and it lets the cover part fold like that, and then you have a U shape, omega shape between the, you know. But this one's collector thing. Just a book cover. I'll make another one. Sometimes when I make the other one, I change the pictures on it before I do. Oh. So I got a little case for my camera batteries. This is supposed to be for a GoPro, but holds my batteries and battery charger under here. And there's room for some other things in there. And I have a gel pack in there. Do not eat. Oh, really? It's like Tide Pod. Do not eat this. Probably people that eat poop just like dogs. Oh, yeah, there's some politicians that do. How would any of us know that? Know what? Included flying cars. Yeah. Musk Tesla's working on flying. They're supposed to have flying cars next year. By 2024 or something. Flying cars. They'll be electric. Don't be able to stop that. And they got nuclear batteries. Nuclear batteries coming out that'll last 50 years. It'll go, I think it's 3 times as far as a lithium battery, and it charges like 10 times faster and everything. And MP, anytime I'm wanting to say is there somebody? Nope. Something probably indicates they never encountered learning about it. I want to help to educate. So. Groom Lake. Well, so. So is so Japanese? I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. My grandkids are. Not many prints fit in that binding. There's 100 pages in this one. This is 100 pages. Well, that's 50 pages, 50 sheets of paper, page on each side. But there's over 100 pictures in here. This is like a woman. See the face in here? Oh, and it's like she's got a hood and she's wrapped up, keep them warm or something. There's a face right here too. Somebody underneath her. I like this one. See a little girl? See a little girl here? That's cool. You can see the person standing here. There's arms they've had. Somebody else behind. This is a tree. So there's somebody behind the tree here. The trees there, it's where I took the photograph. The tree was part of the photograph too. I can't move the tree out of the way to get the whole thing, So you only get a piece. You only get what I can see. Now she got a bowl. You see, there's some interpreting to do. What is the meaning of this art? What were they trying to portray? And you see the face in here too. The woman sitting here, and she's holding this bowl, and there's somebody here leaning over it. And there's somebody standing on the other side there. There's somebody over here, somebody underneath here crawling through there or something. And there's a skull here laying down looking up. And there's like angels flying in the sky overhead. See the wings on them? These two. It's a couple. But look, this is like Buddha, but he's wearing a bra. See the bra right there? Right there is a bra. and the shoulders, and the head, and the knees. And look, right there, it's Spock. There he is. There's his nose, his hair, somebody up here. And this is out of the landscape. Do you? I just made this for taking to show my art. Really, it takes 2 weeks to make it. Okay, so even if somebody wanted 20 books, it'd take me 20 weeks to. I need a publisher. See the person in the middle here? See the two eyes and everything? This is somebody with a cross on their face. What's that meaning? I don't know. Is that 1 page, 2 page, 1 page? I can get small books made. I have a book that's like 32 pages. And Zazzle prints it for $55 plus shipping. So, you know, to find a publisher is going to be, that's will sell a decent book at a decent price. This person sitting here holding their this is 2 pictures. Kind of going from the back because I went from the front before and didn't go all the way to the back. Look at this, is cool. See the face here? It's like a woman's face. Oh, look at see the fingernail right there, the fingernail and the finger coming up. There's like a hand coming up out of the water. There's like a hand coming, and there's her face. There's somebody behind her. There's somebody here. There's somebody over here. That's cool. That's a cool one too. People think I'm a magician and shit, man. I think it was here. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. That book you get. New cover. It's neat to know how to do that because, then I got a book that's falling apart. I can put a new cover on it. So, all right. Well, nobody coming in to join in and talk. I don't think I said anything that'll get me another strike. That's such a petty thing that they do that. So petty, YouTube. It should be Karen Tube. It's Karen Tube. We don't like what you said. We don't like what you said. We're going to have to remove you from the planet. We're going to have to make you go away because we don't like what you said. You're abusing your power, YouTube. Abusing your power. Self-righteous corporation. I see the finger for sure. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I gotta mail this to my kid. I get a frame for it. I see the finger. And what's this say? 28 watching. Wow. Yeah, Greg was going to come on Sunday. Oh, he was going to be on last week, and then it's going to be Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. And Tuesday, no. But and anything, somebody making these claims to him and stuff, they're not the solver. They're not the finder. They're just another Dave. I'm only listening. Listen good. I want all within the sound of my voice to listen and to heed what I have to say, especially you, Mr. Gorman, from my cold, dead hands. Nobody's getting it till I'm dead. I'm taking it with me to the grave. That's what he was telling us. Wow, my color just changed on my computer screen. It's like, oh, we're going to alter the color for you. I got some new glasses coming that they have the blue light blocker for the computer screen. So they're going to be more they're frameless ones, so they're just going to be glass, no black, no gold. I'm not kidding. And I'm going, what did I say? What did I say? You say, no kidding. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that I get to go to a party with at the island. I thought his resort though was it is an island on the it's on the other side of the intercoastal. So yeah, that's an island. There's water all the way around it. I used to work at the BMW dealer in Pompano. I was a service advisor for BMWs. But I got pickpocketed or something and lost some money, and things didn't work out at that point. I got the hell out of the town. Left. I went back to California, which was no good. Should have stayed in Florida. But, all right. Well, I guess I gotta get my stuff together and get ready. Because I gotta go to the dentist and doctor tomorrow, and then I gotta see my oncologist on Thursday or Friday. Friday afternoon, I got to see my cancer doctor. And it's like, I was just there in May, and it's supposed to be once a year. Not why are they calling me? You wonder when you're oncologist, would you like come in for an appointment this Friday? What do you know that I don't know? And say, you go. Well, I would say, well, I've had these pains and stuff, but it never does me any good to tell you doctors about it because you ignore me. Oh, you're just fine. You look good. So according to your look meter, you look just fine. So we're going to say you're just fine. Okay. His word. He took it to the grave. Yep. Gotta have my thing ready for the Mises when they come out. It wasn't ready yet, but there was a Mies. But they're just these little tiny guys. And it's like, I don't want to shoot the little tiny, teeny, tiny. The whole thing is like this big. But they grow into the bigger one. I think the bigger one's got the they got the special treats that I put out for them. That's why I'm seeing the small ones. And it's a good thing Jack doesn't bother the dead mice. He's not interested in eating them or nothing. So he's not going to get poisoned from poisoning the mouse. And I got to put together my other thing for my art. I got me some new silverware today. I had a butter knife, a fork, and a spoon. That's all I needed. The three, main things. But I got a set of 20, 4 of each. So now I got spoons and forks and butter knives. Bing. Did I get him, Jack? I don't think so. I think he got away. Boom. Yeah, they're pinched right where it comes, where these two pieces come together. Ow. Pinched my skin. I was at the Domino's yesterday, anyhow, and there was a guy waiting for his. Everybody, there was like 10 people there waiting for their pizzas, and it was a redhead dude, looks like Jack Stoof. He goes up to the counter, and they go, and what's the name on it? And he said Jack. I said, as in Jack Stoof? He said, exactly. I said, that's my dog out there. His name's Jack, too. That's funny. It'd really be funny if it was. I think the guy that signed the map, I think that was Packard Jack. That was Packer Jack that signed the map. He it did look like, yeah, and he wouldn't, he just got into it. I don't know his name. Positive thinking, increasing the, yeah. That's why I got the Paul Santisi energy coins also. Right side up. Woo. Heavy duty. I have one of these too. Hey, Angel. Where's Angel? Let's see. Where's that? Oh. Idaho Honolulu Angel. I see. Yeah. They do the boy, that camera really focuses good on small stuff up close. All right. I'm going to sign off and get my stuff ready for 2-hour road trip each direction. Let's see. There's it's a oh, where is it? Winchester. It's a Daisy Winchester. It's the new Red Ryder. It's the assault BB gun. I've taken this and shot from the hip and hit a mouse 10 feet away. Yeah. It's a pump. Anytime I get it out, Jack gets, I don't know why he gets nervous. It's the pop sound or something. I don't know. But he wants out. So I let him out. And then he doesn't get in my way when I'm shooting him out, trying to get the mouse. But I think I hit the big mice because I'm seeing the little ones. All right. I'm going to end it. I got to end it here. It's been a pleasure being with you this evening. Adios. We'll see you tomorrow. See you on the island.